season. Speaking of that 2022 NFL season, we have to finish our division series with part two, the NFC West. Which teams do you feel is going to be the biggest winners and biggest losers in the NFC West?
Let me start this off. Man, I'm going to say good luck. I mean, not good luck. Well wishes to my boy Cam Akers, man. He tore his Achilles, man. I would have rocked with the Rams.
Devastating.
I would have rocked with the Rams because that he was a big part of the offense with getting Matt Stafford over there. Missing that piece because McVay loves to run the football. I can't depend on Daryl Henderson. So I'm gonna go with San Francisco. San Francisco.
You love Trey Lance, man.
Hey, Trey Lance, boy, bet on Trey. Hey, bet on Black. Now it's more bet on Black. They were last year, San Francisco, a great team. 2 years ago, went to the Super Bowl. Last year,
I agree.
Last year, they was riddled with injuries, dog. They just paid Fred Warner. They get Bosa back. They get a plethora of offensive weapons back. And Kyle Shanahan, one of the best offensive coordinators in football. If it is Jimmy G, he's proved he can win with Jimmy G. He went to the Super Bowl with Jimmy G when they was healthy. If it is Trey Lance, I have faith that he will call a game that makes it easy for Trey Lance with the play action pass. And Trey Lance's legs will add another element to the offense. Second, close second, I'll go with probably Russell Wilson in Seattle. Like, you can't bet out Russell Wilson. I think the Rams and Seattle are going to be closest, probably separated by a game. I predict like probably 3 of these teams make the playoffs, the top 3. In Arizona, man, I don't know, man. Like, it just seems like they just signed a bunch of old people this offseason. They signed AJ Green. They signed JJ Watt. That don't get me excited. Chandler Jones wants out. And then my boy, what's the coach name? Kingsbury. He couldn't win it. He couldn't win at Texas Tech. And I like Kingsbury, but he haven't showed me that he could win. And I just picked that division, probably the toughest division in the NFC. So I got to finish 4th.
Listen, I'm not gonna do all that winners and losers. I'm gonna take the winner, the best one in the division, and the loser. And the best one is
you can't do what I do because you ain't Trey, man. You don't have the knowledge of all 4 teams like I do.
Oh my!
You can't do what I do. You can't
let my man Roderick get his point off. How dare you?
I'm gonna keep it short, simple, and sweet. None of that nonsense you be saying, Trey. And the winner is gonna be the Cardinals. I like JJ Watt and Hop reunited. You got Kyler Murray and Hop back at it again. It's their second year together. They put up numbers in their first year, which they did. And Chandler Jones,
he wants out.
He definitely wants out.
He wants out.
Can I finish? He wants out, but if he does stay, him and JJ Watt on the same line is dangerous. Boom. And you guys sleeping on AJ. And you guys are sleeping on AJ Green. I know he's older, he's injury prone. But listen, I feel like he was just tired of being in Cincinnati. Let's be honest. He was tired of being in Cincinnati. Now you got
Arizona. Arizona just as bad.
Listen, if he can stay healthy, you got AJ Green and D Hop and Kyler Murray throwing the ball, and they still got Kirk, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. That receiving core is good. If you can stay healthy, they've got to run the ball, and they'll be fine. I think they could definitely win the division. The secondary got to do a little bit of improvement, stay consistency, but they wasn't that bad. But that defensive line is dangerous. Definitely a top 5 with J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones.
I like the loser in that secondary.
And the loser, I got Seattle.
Rod, I got a question for you. Is this 2017 or is it 2021? Because you name all these old players like they can produce.
What is happening?
Wait, my fault. Not Seattle. I'm sorry. The Rams.
Okay. I mean that makes a little bit more sense, but goodness, what is happening?
I mean, I guess he hot rod today. This is
our world. Explain yourself. Explain why you feel as though the Rams are going to be the worst team in this division.
I just don't like the quarterback situation.
You don't like Matthew Stafford?
So you like
nope,
Kyler Murray?
I don't like Matthew stuff.
You think Kyler Murray is better than Matthew Stafford?
The numbers that Kyler Murray put up last year and the weapons that he has, definitely, I think he's gonna get better. You can't get worse.
I agree.
Matthew Stafford putting up numbers for years, bro. He been putting numbers up for years, dog. Like numbers ain't nothing.
I gotta see it. I gotta see it with this team. It has yet to be seen. Kyler Murray improved every year.
Hey,
but you forgot the one thing that Kyler Murray does that's amazing. He can run the ball.
Hey, Rod, you forgot they started off 6-2. Oh, Kyler Murray was so hot, but in the season 2-6.
Definitely ended 2-6.
They figured him out.
But they added a lot of key players now. I'm telling you, if AJ Green can stay healthy, that's another weapon that he could use. You got to worry about the running game and the passing game.
No,
with the Rams, we got to worry about the running game is not going to be there. Like you just said, he messed up with his ACL.
It's his Achilles.
Okay, it's Achilles or whatever. You got to rely on Matt Stafford with a new team that has yet to be seen. Come on now.
One thing I will say, I feel like people are extremely sleep on AJ Green. Not saying that he's going to miraculously turn into a top 5 receiver, but I feel like every single credence that we've been trying to get to Julio Jones going to the Titans, we have to give at least 70-80% of those to AJ Green, who has done a lot of the same things as Julio Jones. Not all of them, but a lot of the same things, especially when he's healthy and now isn't going to be the focal point of the defense. He's going to be the second, third thing that the defense looks at. He's going to be getting third string cornerbacks, second string cornerbacks that could, not saying will, but it definitely could.
If we're being real,
one more thing.
That Kyler Murray is a better quarterback than Andy Dalton ever was.
Thank you.
If we being real, AJ Green was the number one threat last year. He was number 3 last year. So T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd was better than AJ Green last year. So
AJ Green was injured last year.
That man played. He played all 16 games.
Too.
There ain't no excuse. DeAndre Hopkins played in Houston with 20 quarterbacks. He still put up numbers.
DeAndre Hopkins is a lot younger than AJ Green is.
But AJ Green is washed. He's washed.
Let me give you guys my predictions before we go to the next topic. I have San Francisco winning the division by 1 game over. I have San Francisco winning the division by 1 game over Seattle. I believe San Francisco will be 12-5 and Seattle will be 11-6. Then we'll go to the Rams, who I believe will win 9 games as they try to feel out Matthew Stafford and will be better in 2023 than they are in 2022 as Matthew Stafford tries to figure it out. I also believe that the Arizona Cardinals will win 9 to 10 games. And I believe that Arizona and the Rams will be tied for 3rd in the division at about 9 to 10 wins. Kyler Murray has to make a miraculous jump for me to have faith that he will be able to carry his not as amazing defense deep in playoff runs, and especially winning a division that has one of the better defenses in the league in San Francisco and one of the scarier defenses in the league in the Rams. Arizona may win every game but their divisional games and be 3rd and 4th in the division. Is something that could definitely potentially happen. So I have Arizona and the Rams tied for 3rd. I'm going to say 10 wins. I have the Seattle Seahawks at 11 wins with 6 losses, and I have San Francisco at 12-5. And that has very little to do with Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo. San Francisco is one of those teams, kind of like Tennessee, where as long as the quarterback doesn't actively lose the game, they're going to win a lot of games without their quarterback.
Anthony.
He's a smart.
I expect this from Trey, but I don't expect this nonsense from you.
Bro, can you tell me who?
Time out. Oh, you just said that Kyler Murray got to make this big dramatic jump. You acting like he played horrible last season.
He was 2-6 in the second half of the season. He played horrible the second half of the season. He has
to make what I mean is because the Arizona Cardinals defense isn't the best, Kyler Murray has to make a jump from good NFL quarterback, good starting NFL quarterback to top 5 NFL quarterback. If he doesn't, then Arizona cannot go as far as Russell Wilson can take Seattle, or as far as that defense can take San Francisco. Do you see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's trash. Listen, I'm saying he has to jump into the MVP discussion for me to take Arizona.
You going off of last year. You acting like their defense, the move that the Cardinals made, that their defense should not be better than last season.
You have to. Can you prove to be the Chandler Jones
exactly.
100%? Can you tell me that? Can you tell me out of your mouth with conviction, without a shadow of a doubt, that Chandler Jones will play for the Arizona Cardinals at 100%, knowing that he is trying actively to leave the team? If you can tell me that, I will change my pick.
Me personally, I hope he does leave. But can you tell me?
You said hope.
But can you tell me that Matthew Stafford is going to be better than Kyler Murray this season? Can you guarantee that?
I can't tell you.
How you got them over the Cardinals?
The Rams have a better team surrounding Matthew Stafford than Kyler Murray has surrounding. Then Arizona has surrounding Kyler Murray. The defense is obviously better for the Rams. Obviously, the weapons are slightly better for Arizona, but then you take the
slightly. Yes.
When you take it all,
you act like their receiving core is not injury prone too in the Rams. Don't do that now. Cooper Kupp gets hurt. They've
been more productive than AJ Green has.
Robert Woods.
AJ Green
both
is
of those
option. You got Kirk and D-Hop. Kirk played great last season. You got D-Hop.
Kirk played
top 3 receiver.
Don't say Kirk played great. He played all right, man. This dude. They just drafted.
Are we not going to be the fact that the offensive line for Arizona isn't super amazing? So Kyler isn't just going to be able to sit in the pocket and throw how he wants to. That's why he has to run so much.
And he's deadly when he does.
He
does run,
but he's not as deadly as a Lamar Jackson is. He can't win. He can't win divisions with his legs. He may be able to win a game.
I got a question for both of y'all.
He can't win divisions with his legs like Lamar Jackson can.
I got a question for both of y'all. Since Rod said, is Matthew Stafford better than Kyler? Is Kingsbury better than McVay? Do you have more faith in Kingsbury than McVay?
No.
McVay been to the Super Bowl. That's why we got the Rams over them.
There's history
there.
They
never even been in the Super Bowl. What are you talking about?
Who has?
They lost.
Who has?
The Rams lost. They didn't show up. They should never been in the Super Bowl in the first place.
It don't matter. They went to the Super Bowl.
I agree with that, but
he still went there.
He was there.
How many points did they score? What, 3 points?
That is my thing. Okay.
3 points?
Let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Since you don't want to mention the Super Bowl because of what happened with our precious New Orleans Saints, how many times has Cliff Kingsbury been able to play in the game to even rig it against the New Orleans Saints? Never. He's never been in the NFC Championship game.
He just got to the league, though.
You can't say that up until the game that may have been the bad call. Up until that bad call, Sean McVay has been a better coach than Cliff Kingsbury. Okay, he got a call that made it where he made it to the Super Bowl and the Saints were supposed to. We both understand that. What has Cliff Kingsbury done?
I'm going to leave it as this. Who has a better – we could both agree that both of these teams are not winning the championship, right?
Yes.
Trey, you agree?
No, they're not winning the division. San Francisco winning the division.
Okay, so I'm saying that we agree that both of these teams are not winning the championship, the Rams and the Cardinals.
They're not.
Not unless Matthew Stafford
Okay. So what wins games? Who plays a better offense? Who has a better offense?
The Rams.
I would say
the Rams. The Rams.
I would say the Cardinals.
Trey, stop it. Listen,
the Rams.
Offense wins games, defense wins championships. Both of these teams are not winning the Super Bowl, and the Cardinals got better offense, so they're going to be the better team. I'm going to leave it as that.